Hi folks, this is Bobo the Vulture, and this is Let's Play Gran Turismo, the original, the real driving simulator. I just cracked open a brand new copy of this game, and when I say brand new, I mean legitimately it was in shrink wrap and there were advertising materials still inside. Thanks, eStarland. I know I have a copy of this game lying around somewhere, but honestly I couldn't place hand to it, and considering it was like $5, and this is... Actually, the sequel is probably my absolute... Could be probably just in terms of time that I invested in playing the game. Maybe the #1 game I've ever played. But it's worth it. I'm going to check into the options here just to... Okay, this is all about battle mode. I'm not really worried about that. Chase view, course map views. Okay, that's fine. Okay, acceleration, brake, reverse, emergency. Shift up, shift down. Okay. This honestly makes... Yeah. This is essentially as I remember it. Yeah, we're going to play the simulation mode. But this game, imagine if you will, for home console, I don't think I'm that unique in having the experience of hopping to this game straight from Rad Racer. Straight from any... I mean, there wasn't that much on the 16-bit realm that really advanced the art. And a lot of the incidental music in this game is kind of amusing for people. Foxy. Yeah. But you have all these different various steering wheels. These are places where you can go to buy cars. This game was originally not intended for American release. So you will notice that it has a pretty heavy focus on the Japanese domestic market in terms of the cars that are offered. Mitsubishis, Hondas, Mazdas, Nissans, Subaru. You don't even have Ford in here. You don't have all the big three American makes. Let's check out our home here. Clearly there's nothing set up here right now. Actually, hold on one second. Just making sure I had a memory card in, folks. That would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? Anyways, you start this game with 10,000 credits. You know, they're your game bucks. You can use them to buy cars. Right now we don't have a car. And you can check out the TVR place. Like, yeah, TVR. Fiberglass cars, super lightweight. Pretty powerful engines in them. Oh wait, they start at like 80,000 credits. This is your cheap TVR. Fully rendered, 3 dimensions, beautifully done. I mean, it looks a little bit chunky by modern standards, but honestly, it's not that out of place. If I saw this kind of these kind of graphics in a modern game, I mean, you know, yes, it would seem clunky by our current standards, but not so out of the realm of possibility. So yeah, here in a legitimate Japanese dealership, you have your new car options. Have Silvias, which basically very similar to the model that was sold in the United States as the 180SX or the 240SX. But, yeah, we don't have enough money for it, although we could check out all the different colors that you can get one in. Isn't that nice? Spark silver. And the Skyline Fairlady Z is what was known in the United States as the Nissan 300 ZX. In the domestic market was known as the Fairlady Z. Special model. That is they have special, specially designed from the ground up racing cars. This would have been probably for the Japan Super GT series. Although you can see there it costs 500,000 credits. We have 10,000. Not happening. Nismo, every one of these different places has a special tuning shop. The Japanese ones actually give them special names, generally the aftermarket parts department of whichever manufacturer, which in this case is Nismo. But we would want to be looking at used cars. We could sell one that we already have, we could buy one. And you'll see there are options for less than $10,000. They're kind of old. Sylvia's. Although, you can see Sylvia's didn't necessarily change that much over the years. Although clearly the engines were developed over time. Q's and the K's. I believe the K's must have had a, You can see there are differences in horsepower in them. Let's see, 91 Sylvia, 2000 cc, so that is a larger engine. So yeah, you have a higher horsepower figure from these Q's. Because these Q's, The Nissan Primera, sold in the United States. It's a variant of the Sentra, but I think was sold in the US as the Infiniti G20. Nice enough looking little thing, but still, I don't think I'm really that interested in any of these. Hey, you get a really old, sort of cruddy Nissan Skyline. And you can get a little bio about all these cars. In 1989, the R32 Skyline resurrected the Skyline's sporty image, which had been on the wane. The GTS-T Type M and GTS were powered by a 2-liter inline 6-cylinder turbo, RB20DET, and its NA that's naturally aspirated variation, the RB20DET-T, resulting in 212 horsepower, 195.2 pound-feet, that's of torque, 152, 195.2 pound-feet respectively. There's a 4-door version called the GTS-4, and there's a 2.5-liter GTS-M type was later added. This is all of the different types of R32 Skylines. It's not just this one Type S. This one Type S probably has the naturally aspirated 2-liter inline 6-cylinder they were talking about. It's an excellent car with its combination of well-bred suspension and healthy straight-six engine, not to mention its sporting prowess. Maneuverability and stability are both very good, and while its total potential can't possibly match the GTR's, hey, its light and lively feeling certainly surpasses it. As it is so responsive to the driver's every maneuver, it's just the model to learn the basics of driving in. That's what you say, not what I say. And there you can get more details about its power figures, torque figures. Let's back out of here, though. Because as much as I've gone over all of these things, I think, well, let's go race. You can see there are different types of leagues, spot races, special events. GT League! I could go for the Sunday Cup. Go to special event. Please get into a car. Don't try and run faster than these guys. But yes. You see these all have little B's and little A's and things next to them? No license required. But basically, in order to get out there and race, you need a license. So we're gonna go get one. You have to start with the B class, so let's go ahead and start. No time like the present, right? Now loading the first driving test. Do I know how to drive? Really is loading. You forget about PS1 load times, folks. You sort of do, because these didn't actually have everything sort of all preloaded up. Starting and stopping 1. Accelerate away from the starting point and come to a complete stop within the goal area, which is 1,000 meters away. I don't know how long 1,000 meters is. What the heck? You'll fail the test if you exceed the goal area or if you exceed the time limit. It is a Mazda Demio, and the time limit is 36 seconds. I'm going to pick a manual transmission because I'm a man. And I'm going to start in... No, I'm not going to start in 5th. That's ridiculous. Boom! Alright. Come on. We can hit this. We have a little musical theme for us. 500. We're halfway there. We just gotta make it. Wow. That didn't go very well, did it? Oh no, I failed! Man, off to a great start, huh? I can't stop in enough time. The brakes were better than I was expecting. What do you know? Let's try again. Wait, no, that's an automatic. Wait, can I go back? I can go back. No, I don't want to do that with an automatic. Manual! Manual! Man! Also, rev against the red line for no good reason. I'm not claiming I'm the best person that ever was at this game. Pretty passable. And when I say passable, people that are really good can be like, yeah, I can pass you easy. So there you go, folks. I already made the joke. I still failed. Man. Honestly, this accelerating and braking test is one of the hardest ones. Alright, let's... Let's try this another time here, shall we? Man, I also forgot how, like, super rave-tastic all the music in this game is. Or perhaps I tried to just sort of put it out of my mind. Pass! Yay! I got the bronze prize! Really? Alright, I'll put in my name. What? I can't do a space? Oh, you have to come up here for the space, is that it? Why am I going to such efforts? Oh, that's right. Because I want this to be awesome. Vulture. That's right. Nobody can start and stop better than I can. Let's try session 2, starting and stopping 2. I bet you'll never guess what we're doing. Yep, we're doing the same thing, except now we are in a Mitsubishi GTO, which is a significantly faster car. So we'll be able to fail quicker. to get in the hang of it. Silver prize! I'm getting better all the time. Now we have to learn the basics of cornering. Don't worry, this will load. Accelerate from the starting point down to the straightaway, turn to the first corner, and go through the finishing gate on top of the hill. Try and keep a smooth racing line. You will fail immediately if you leave the track. We have 30 seconds to do this. Oh, Honda del Sol. You have a certain amount of loving following, however. You had so much scorn poured on you. Because you were not the Honda CRX. Hey, you're a crisp little handler, aren't you? There we go. Basic cornering. Sweet. Bronze prize! Let's try basics of cornering 2. And I still had plenty left in the tank on that one. Believe you me, folks. I'm gonna guess this is the exact same thing, except now we're on a Nissan Silvia, which is, again, a faster car. Not as much faster as the GTO was to the Demio. But still, faster car. You'll notice the important thing about trying to make a turn in one of these actual, like, simulation-y sorts of games is, helps to start at the edge of the turn. Whoa. Cut the middle of the turn so that you're actually doing as little, so that the turn is as wide as humanly possible, basically. That's what I'm trying to get at. Oh, I failed! I should try again. Oh, the goal is 26 seconds. Okay. I suppose this could be difficult. Maybe I should have read the description of what I'm doing, too, even though I clearly know what it is. Ah, that's a pass. I couldn't remember whether or not it was 26 or 24, and I just failed. It passed. But I just passed. Don't you worry, folks. Basics of cornering 3! Woohoo! Alright. Accelerate and then turn the corner, top of the hill, smooth racing line. And Mitsubishi GTO. Okay, so the first car, the Honda del Sol that we went through, is a front-wheel drive car. Basically, the front wheels are the ones that are actually spinning to motivate the car forward. In the Silvia, it was the rear wheels that were spinning. This one, it's all-wheel drive. It has special mechanical doodads that make the whole thing go. All 4 wheels are turning in order to motivate us forward. Or that they're all driven by the power of the engine. Naturally, if cars moving, all the wheels are probably spinning. But they're all being propelled by the engine. Basics of multiple cornering. Oh no! Accelerate away from the starting point, go through the S-bend while maintaining a smooth racing line, and go through the finishing gate. You will fail immediately if you leave the track. Mitsubishi FTO. This is a car they sold no equivalent to in the United States. But it looks kinda cool. Kinda wish they might have. But, you know. What can you do? Oh, thankfully, there are walls to avoid getting ourselves knocked to pieces here. Pass! Bronze prize! And yes, I'm not spending a whole lot of time polishing my skills on these. I'm just making my way through these tests. We're trying all these different new cool types of cars. Also, a certain amount of this is just me trying to remember, like, oh, so where is this test actually taking place? Because they're doing these test segments, and, you know, I suppose it's a smart way to do it. You don't have to render whole new areas. They're basically just cutting out segments of existing tracks in the game. But yeah, I believe this is part of the high-speed ring. Pass! Bronze prize! The B-Class license final test. What is it? Is it the same thing in a Mitsubishi GTO? Oh, I insulted it. Ah! It is a time trial on the full course of high-speed ring. Start from the start-finish line. Complete one lap of the course. Our test car is a Mazda Unos Roadster. 1 minute 22 seconds. In case you cannot tell by looking at it, the Mazda Unos Roadster is what we would call in the United States the Miata, or the MX-5. Here, you can have a look at it right there. But yes, this game... Oh, I suppose I should upshift there. Yeah, I don't have a map. What gives with all that? This game, and I realize that it's the licensing scene, that it's the licensing part about it. It's very good to help you learn the game, but it really does sort of put a cramp on your initial enjoyment, because you're trying to learn all of the details of the game. Wait, am I going to make it? A minute 20? What was it? A minute 25? Don't tell me I failed. I failed. Nuts, I gotta try again. I mean, this was good so that you could learn the basics of the game, because, like I, you know, was probably pounding the point home in the introduction a lot, this is a far more simulator-y game than really had been put out on console previous to this. So the sort of standard idea of I should never have to hit the brake button unless there's like a car in front of me that I'm about to like hit, in which case, you know, like that would cause my car to explode. By the way, there's no crashing and fatalities in that sense in this game. But, so you did, I mean, they really did have to sort of hammer home the point to people, like, you need to brake going into corners, you need to slow down when you're going around certain types of turns. You need to come on, baby. They really did have to make that a vital note for people. Pass! Alright, bronze prize again. B Vulture, congratulations. B license acquired. Sweet. I guess I'll go ahead and exit. Look at all that. Alright, I tell you what, I'm gonna go home then. And I'm going to go ahead and save. Save the game data. Memory card 1. Check it. Let's save. And you know what? Earning a license is enough for one video, I think. When we come back next time, don't know whether or not I'll go ahead and just try and get all of the licenses right now and get it all out of the way, or whether or not I'll actually, you know, buy a car and do stuff. That seems crazy, right? Anyhow, this is Bobo the Vulture, and this is Let's Play Gran Turismo, and I thank you very much for watching.